Yo, it's me again. I will not lose. It's Superblackgamerbros coming with that intro flow. Breaking banks, you already know. It's almost time to start the show. Fighting monsters left and right, racing cars day and night, leaving scars. Oh, what a fright! Shining star, yeah, I'm bright. Getting dubs, yeah, I'm slick. Getting me, don't fall for tricks. Try me now, you're here a click. You just Morty, son, I'm Rick. Give me puzzles, give me guns, give me cash, it's so much fun. Give me gold up #1, give you a break. Nah, I'm not done. SBGB is here to prove. Never gonna do those gamers do. MJF, I'm better than you, cause I will not lose. SBGB, here's to prove. Never gonna do what those gamers do. MJF, I'm better than you, cause I will not lose.
ISOM issue #1 is the first book released through Rippaverse Publishing, which makes it extremely significant. Though this is ISOM's self-titled book, it also serves as a launching pad for our entire universe. This 96-pager was written by myself, Eric July. The pencil and ink work was done by the great Cliff Richards, and the color work was done by Gabe El-Taib, two comic book veterans. This book is part 1 of the ill-advised arc, and it follows Avery Silman, who lives right outside of Flores Park, Texas, the place where he was born and raised. Now, Avery is what is known as an accept, which is what common folk in this area call special people. Years ago, shortly after he got his abilities, Avery decided to become a hero of sorts and adopted the moniker ISOM. But a certain event had him come to the realization that this life wasn't for him. So now he lives on his own ranch outside of the big city. One day, Avery gets a call from his sister Altona. She wants him to visit his old buddy because a family friend that interned at her company, Projexis, has gone missing. That old friend is Darren Fontano, and apparently he has some connection to his family friend. Fontano has much changed since he was kicking it with Avery when they were, wee lads. Now he's a cold-blooded shot caller that isn't afraid to do what it takes to remain in his position as one of the most respected people in the city. This is a man that you do not want to cross. What was supposed to be a simple meetup with an old friend turns into the longest day of Avery's life. He runs into other accepts such as Santuan, Yaira, and the Alpha Court, and some of these altercations take a very violent turn considering his past with one of these characters. You can see why he tries to stay out of the city. Who is this family friend, and what is their connection with Darren Fontano? How does this meeting between him and Avery turn out, and does he get the information that Altona needs? How does this impact the psyche of Avery, who went from a hero to a now blue-collar civilian? These are all questions that will be answered in ISOM issue #1, which you can now pre-order at Rippaverse.com, along with some other limited edition merchandise items that will give you some more insight on the characters, such as
Earth, a place with such interesting beings. Like many other planets throughout the cosmos, their subjects have needless squabbles. But from those conflicts, I've discovered some creatures that could be of great use to our efforts. I'm not quite ready for the selection, But after many patient years, I feel it is time for more thorough documentation. This city is where we begin.
Yo. Yeah, skip this. So. As we go about doing our Final Fantasy remake, let me switch things up real quick. Look at me now knowing how to use my camera effectively. Look at that. Look at that. Get up on this. There we go. There we go. Nope. Everybody's got a little background thing, right? So, let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Rippaverse Comics. And this is, for sure, my first ever comic book I paid for myself. Let me go ahead and take this off, man. I don't need to do all this fancy schmancy stuff on my webcam. Let me go ahead and just let me stop pretending like I got some bomb back here. Freeze up everything. Filters. Let's take that chroma key. Let's get that chroma key off, shall we? Let's just get it off for a little bit. Let's just get that chroma key off. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and look at that. I was eating my popcorn. I just cleaned my hands off. This is my first graphic novel. Have I read graphic novels before? Yes, I remember when I was younger. I read the Batman, not the Batman Lord, Superman Doomsday. I remember reading that. I remember reading that very well. Oh, and you know what? Where are my manners? My bad, y'all. No goddamn manners, y'all. Should work. Get my manners going, man. Sorry. Thank you for everyone who's tuning in. I gotta fix my video encoder settings again. Stay coming at me for my video encoder settings, bro. It's crazy. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let me open this up and get this little tool out here. There we go. Get the little tool out. Yep, I'm very happy to be here. Very happy to be here. So, a couple of things, right? A lot of people had a whole lot of big ups about, well, you know, we want representation and all that stuff. So, I found something that I liked and I was interested in the story. And I said, fine, if you're going to do some representation, let's be original about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about originality. I'm about, you know, if you're going to do something, you know, come out the gate with your own thing. Stop waiting for somebody else. And they got their own packaging, yo. Stop waiting for somebody else to do it for you. I don't want to, what's the, it was, I forgot what movie it was from. But they said the first thing I realized that no one's coming to save you. Now, what I should have did was bought two of these. One so I can keep it sealed, make it a collector's item, and then another one so I can read. But I'm not spending, you know, I want to support, but I'm not spending. I want to actually read this. Look at this. And it's an officially signed by the author, Eric July. Eric D. July. Yo, like, what more can you ask for? Like, dude was a gangbanger. Like, the dude actually was a gangbanger, yo. The dude ran the streets. Like, dude was a gangbanger that ran the streets. He should have been dead, then became a collegiate athlete, Then he transitioned to political and pop culture commentary, and he parlayed all of that into being able to then do what he wanted to do anyway, which was start his own comic book company. So this is Isom number 1. Isom freaking number, oh. Now, he said this is quality paper. I don't know what that is. So for those of you who are comic book people, y'all got to educate me on this. I'm going to put this right back in the bag because I don't want to mess it up. I may have to order another one just to, you know, an unsigned one just so I can read it. But this is Isom number 1. Look at that. This is good paper. This is good paper. Look at this. Look at that. I don't know a lot about comics, but I know what I like. And this is by Eric July, Cliff Richards, and Gabe El-Taib. So who are these people? I don't know. You have to educate me if you're a comic book person. Look at that. This is by a black guy. And people was like, well, we want more representation. And then you don't support this. Look at this. Hey, I'm going to say something that's going to ruffle some feathers, but you see that? That's an original character. Not a legacy character that need to get race swapped so that you can get a pop. You don't have to fan bait, folks. You can actually make up your own stuff. You have the creativity to do so. This is Eric Weathers is the letterer. I don't know what a letterer is. Alan Ford and Carol Brown, a copy editor. That makes sense. And Marcos Rios, a concept artist. This is the ill-advised art part 1. And that's what he said. This is the opening thing for Eric July. I'd like to thank every single supporter, fan, and colleague that has helped make my dreams come true. But this comic book venture is easily the most ambitious project that I've had the blessing of committing to. The state of the American comic book industry has been in an unfortunate spot, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. This subculture has given me countless memories, stories, and has been a bridge to lifelong friends. I will not stand idle as bad actors attempt to run it into the ground. So for him, it's comic books, right? For me, it's gaming. And for those of you in the Wakanda Kingdom, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people who be coming at us and stuff. And Wayne's trying to build something great. Power Pack's building something great. Low Key has been building something great. And we just been combining our efforts. King the Hedgehog has been building something great. Combining our efforts with It's Ooh La La, SML. Like to combine everyone who's affiliated with the Wakanda Kingdom right now, I think if I crunch the numbers correctly, give or take a few people that are following in similar circles, we're probably collectively a 5,000 deep entity, which is great. But then there's also those people who want to come and follow and just start stuff for no reason. And it's up to us to make sure that we maintain our community and kick those people out. And if they want to come in and start drama and be in their feelings and not contribute to the process and not contribute to the glory that is the Wakanda Kingdom community, then. But here's the thing. That includes if it's me. Wayne will tell you if it includes somebody if it's close to circle. We will do it because it's about making sure the community is at its best. You know what I'm saying? And you can't have a community that's at its best and you're just doing whatever. Let me continue. So here's something for every long time customer that went to the comic book shop every Wednesday. I don't know about that. For all the people that have watched their favorite franchises be hijacked. For each person that always wanted to get into an ever-expanding universe, but just didn't know where to start. And for all those that simply want to invest in creators that don't hate them. Welcome to the Rippaverse. This is the launching pad and just the beginning. I hope you enjoy Isom, this story, and the other characters that are introduced in this book. Eric D. July. I like this. West Flores Park, 3rd Police Precinct. West Flores Park, Uptown, 2 weeks ago. I would like to see some black manga creators. I would love to be able to read your stuff. Please, please, please. I want to know. I want to read it. Let's see. We see violent crime decreased by 12%, and it's only 6 months into my term. What do we have to do to get some credit around here? Well, he did finally reroute those funds former Governor Schrack left Schrack. Yeah, I like that. Schrack left the South Side high and dry, as many certain politicians do. And we can't forget about those mass weirdos helping us from time to time. They've been killing it lately. Yeah. Have you seen the chick with the red hair? She could do some things. She could do something. I hear Alpha Core hasn't been needed for months. And who's the new dude? Who is that? Is a new dude that get the hell out of my office. I imagine that investment man voice. Get out. Get out, I said. Anyway. Boss. What, Pam? Did you have to slam the door? You told me to keep this on the wraps. She's back. Earlier, Shadow Valley, the outskirts of Flores Park. And here's the hero Isom. Looks like he's boxing and keeping himself in shape. He got a whole outdoor weight room and a track. This dude got a whole daggone compound. Yo, this is good. Projects' headquarters. Okay. I need your help. No. Avery, listen to me. You remember Jasmine, Mrs. Newman's daughter? I haven't heard from her in a week. What that got to do with me? Exactly. What that got to do with me? Avery, she had an internship that ended last Wednesday. I told her we would make an offer, and she responded as if it was the best thing that ever happened to her. But she's gone AWOL. Maybe she's not interested. Can you please look into this? What the? Altona, I am not your errand boy. Call the law if you think she's missing. Look, if her mother hadn't asked me to get you involved, I wouldn't. You're in the boonies, so you're out of the loop. She recently got caught up with Darren, and you know he isn't exactly an upstanding citizen. He is your old homie. Oh, see, the pirate should try pounding off on us, you know what I'm saying? He's your old homie. Just to see what happens, just see what he knows. If not for your sister, do it for Mrs. Newman. I want to leave it there. Well, now let me go ahead and do this. I've always liked Mrs. Newman. Everybody did. She never missed a day of service. If Mom found out that I didn't help her, she'd kill me. But I'm out here for a reason. Yo, Sam. You know, put it like, yo, Sam. I will be heading to the city to make sure team prepares Jim's order. He'll be here around 6. I wasn't born here. I left by choice. I went out of my way to get away from it all. Continue to build, so I have no reason to return. Still, I find my way back to that damn city. And there we go. And that is the first few pages of Isom #1. I'm not going to read the whole thing because you need to go ahead and go to Rippaverse Comics or Rippaverse.com and find out for yourself what you've been missing. If you've been missing anything. At least you feel you've been missing anything. If I can just get this thing back in here. But that is the official unboxing and a little bit of the reading of the comic. This is my first graphic novel, folks. My first graphic novel I ever bought. And I'm pretty happy about it. We'll put it around, slide it right back in. Put it right back in the box. Because when you got mini bosses, they touch stuff. Many bosses touch stuff. I put it right back in the box. Right back in the box. I want to be the next couple of weeks when I'm reading it. See if I can get into the story because you know I'm primarily a manga reader, so it'd be helpful if I had like something in the back and just all black back there. It's like, hey, what you got back there? Nothing. Just no information above who I am, you know. Don't have a little thingy with a picture say, hey, I'm SBGB. Here I am. This is who I am and all that jazz. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to some of the good stuff, shall we? Let's get to some of that really good stuff. Consider turning down the video settings or using a faster encoder. I'm going to do that.